And I'm finally back, guys. I took the whole of FIFA 21 off because I had so much going on in my personal life. So I'm really happy to be getting back into the swing of YouTube again and doing more content on FIFA 21. This video is going to be on tips and advice on how possibly the best way you can start FIFA 21 is. Also, after this video, I'll be bringing you a Road to Glory series, which I cannot wait for. I'm so excited to bring you FIFA 21 content. I just love the game. These videos should be more relatable to the average person because average time on the video, average time on the game, average time editing, this content as well. It's going to be so relatable to you because I finish in gold 3 or 2 every week on Champs. Squad battles, I barely get the time to play it. Rivals don't get the time to play it. I have a house to pay for God's sake, and a mortgage, along with bills, a full-time job as well. I don't have the time out there like other YouTubers do to bring you content all the time, play the game for 10 hours a day. This isn't my job. Love for it to be my job, but I don't. So that's what's going to be going forward after this video. So let's just jump straight into this video. This is why you clicked on it now. Tips and advice on how to start FIFA 21. Let's get this straight there, guys. There's no wrong way to start the game. It is your account. You do it how you want, really. These are just tips. So right, first of all, if you can afford it, go and get yourself EA access. It's £5 for 10 hours. That's 50p an hour. You can do so much in this time within the game. I can't stress it enough because EA access drops on the Friday. If you can, just grind those squad battles in those first 3 days. If you can get to an Elite 2, Elite 1 finish and still have hours left on the game, that's great. My advice also is do not use the transfer market through the PlayStation or Xbox. Don't. Use the companion app. Use the web app for that. Don't do that. Tactics, changing players around, don't do it. Use it on the web app for God's sake. Everything else, just play the game. Play the game and master it. Excuse me. Then you'll have your rewards on the Monday. Then if you bought the Ultimate Champs Edition, you'll have the Tuesday when you got the full game. Play Rivals then, you'll have the rewards on the Thursday. Simple, no brainer. And then for the full game drops on the Friday, so you'll have 2 lots of rewards before anyone else has really hit the game. So why not play your squad battles? Squad battles are key going forward as well. If you can dedicate 1 hour a day just to do squad battles, it's a no-brainer. You can get a high gold finish or an elite finish if you're playing on legendary or world class. That is free coins for playing the game. Free coins for your rewards and packs at the end of the day. That's what we want. You want to build your team? Why not do that? Why not invest a little bit of time if you've got the time to do it? Then that's all you need. Just a little bit of time. And I know it's boring and I really can't emphasize this enough. I get bored of squad battles. Put this video on in the background. Some people have 2 monitors, some people don't. Some people got an iPhone or a tablet or an iPad. Put a video on in there and play your squad battles. Simple. Watch an old movie. Watch something in the background if you can, if you're good enough. You don't need to have the full concentration. If you find it tedious, drop the difficulty 1 level and watch something in the background. You're just killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Right, objectives. Last year we had season objectives. They're meant to have changed it a bit this year. I don't know how they've changed it. People say don't bother with it. It's not any point. But if you're clicking on the game every day, there's daily objectives, you're completing them. Icon swaps, you're getting rewards for it. Hitting squad battles, you're getting the XP to get that final end player. Granted, at the beginning of the game, he's going to be only 86, but it's a free 86 for God's sake. That's what you need in your squad. Maybe not in your squad, maybe using them for SBCs. Very simple. Complete them. You get coin matches. They are key because they will help you boost your team. If EA are going to give you anything for free, just do it. Right, next thing. Champs. Granted, I know not everyone can get into Champs. Not everyone has that time or dedication. They're busy at a weekend. They've got other commitments. They can't play it. But if you can, spread your games out. Do 10 on Friday, 10 on Saturday, 10 on Sunday. Just spread it out. Me, I work in hospitality, so I'm working most weekends. I don't have the time, I will cram my games into one day and just knock it out and then just work the rest of the weekend. It's not ideal because I end up playing harder players, I don't get the rest in between, I get frustrated with the game, I go into the game angry. But if you have the time, spread out your games. That's all you can do. Rewards. Now, some people will save rewards for when a particular promotion's on. I think that's always a good idea. Team of the season, people save up packs. Team of the year, people save up packs. Don't save them up for months before it. Because if you do, during that time, you've built up, say, 50 to 100 packs, and then you open it and you don't get a player. You're a bit gutted. And then you pack someone that's fairly decent, but wasn't the main player you wanted. So say you open Team of the Year, and you pack a Son. Human Son, great player. I think he's being 87 rated. I'm not 100% sure he's rated. But you're hoping for a Neymar, say. You get Son. His price has already dropped. If you had opened them 4 weeks ago, you may have packed Son. Now, I'm not saying you would have, but he'd be worth a lot more. You could have finished better finishes in your rivals, better in your squad battles, better in FUT champs, just by having that player. So don't save them up for months and months and months. Maybe if you want to save them for a week, that's my advice at the most. But don't build them up into your packs, up into your club, sorry, over a course of time. Some YouTubers will because they want to bring you content, but this is your account. You don't have to copy what every YouTuber does out there. It's your account. That's all I'm going to say. Right, moving on. Rivals. The amount of people that I talk to about this game, and I say, you playing Rivals? They say, no, toxic, don't like it. People sweat, can't do anything with it. Me, I finished in Division 3 and 4 this year. Well, last year, FIFA 20. Not the greatest finish. Year before that, I was finishing Division 1. But also, in FUT champs, I was getting Gold 2 or Gold 1. If you're struggling in Rivals, keep grinding at it. You're not going to get any better at this game if you don't play Rivals. If you just play squad battles and then you do your FUT champs, finishing in reasonable finish, and then you qualify for next week, and you're always like me, that's what I did, and you're continuously, getting those low finishes, Silver 1, Gold 3, and that's all you're getting, and you can't get any better. It's because you're not playing Rivals, you're not playing at a competitive mode. For me this year, I'm going to try my hardest to get the Gold 1. I would love to get an elite finish, and the only way to do that is to grind Rivals, and that is key. But obviously if you don't have the time, you just don't have it physically, you can't. But obviously if you, like I said earlier, if you're investing an hour a week in squad battles, and then I'm saying, right, you need to grind Rivals as well to get better, you might not have that time. So maybe 1 week grind Rivals, next week do your squad battles, alternate it, how you're going to play the game. Or maybe you play a month's worth of squad battles, you get your team to a really nice level, you're really happy with it, and now you want to focus on your champs. So that's when you need to play Rivals. Put squad battles aside for a bit, maybe play a couple of hours just to get your rewards and keep your team growing, but focus more on those Rivals. And if you think Rivals is toxic with people just after the win, champs is 10 times worse, I'm telling you. Champs, the rewards are a lot higher than Rivals, so people are going to be grinding for them. Friendlies, I don't know much about it apart from what I've really read online. It's about playing the AI as a community. But at the end of the day, if it's boring, put on a video like I said for squad battles. Just do it. It's going to be free packs, free rewards. Granted, everyone says the rewards may be untradeable. I'm not a fan of untradeable rewards because obviously if you pack someone great, can't change them. You've got to either use them in squad. But moving forward with that player, throw him into an SBC. SBCs, I hear leagues, league nations, league and hybrids, all the rewards from that are untradeable again. No, not again, they are going to be untradeable, which people are like, oh, do I really want to have throw in these players, or I could just sell them for coins? This is where it comes down to personal choice. Either sell them or do it and get the pack. Don't get me wrong, that's personal choice. It's the same with your Rivals. You're going to take tradable or untradeable. This is your team, do what you want with it. For me, I will still complete the leagues, the nations, everything that I can for SBCs, because those players, I'll throw them into future SBCs, or I use those players. When I say throw them into future ones, we are finally getting squad icon SBCs back, but they don't drop till December, and I don't know how EA are going to work it, because obviously what I've heard, Icon swaps are back as well, but icon swaps, if there's an icon in there, they can't be an SBC. And with the SBCs being released after December, there are going to either be the Prime or the Moment SBC icons. They're not going to be the Baby or the Mid. So that's going to be interesting. But also with SBCs, people say, don't do this player. Don't do it, he's no good. But if you're a really big fan of this player, you love the way he feels as his normal card, you're like, actually, I'm going to do it. You know, like, I don't know, say Lewandowski for Bundesliga gets the player of the month. People are like, no, don't do him. He's going to get a team of the week. Most likely he will get a team of the week. But if you want to graft and do that player, do it. It's your club, your decision. And I will emphasize that 100%, because if you go out for, I don't know, to the pub with your mates, or, you know, go shopping and your mate's like, right, do you want a Mars bar or a Snickers? And you're like, I want a Snickers. And your mate's like, no, have a Mars bar. It's your choice. And then you're going to ask him to get the Snickers. That's what you want. So like I say, your team, do what you want with it, mate. If you find that you've done this player, 2 weeks later you're not using him, so what? It was your decision, your club. Guarantee you though, in probably 2 weeks time, you might be bored of your team and you might bring back that old player and use him again and find you fall in love with him all over again. Right, when to trade. Now, I always said at the beginning, this is tips and advice. But my biggest advice to you with trading, do not put anything on the market to begin with. In FIFA 20, someone listed up Cristiano Ronaldo on an open bid within week 1, I think it was, before like the full game had released, and he sold for 300,000. That's all he got for him. Within a week, he was up to 1 million coins. This player missed out on 700,000 coins. Who has that kind of luxury to miss out on that? Don't get me wrong, you could have, say, Ronaldo here, and then you bought Mane and Kane from him, and then obviously the players have gone up in value. So your players may have gone up in value, so they've matched. But then people that are selling this Mane and Kante for your Ronaldo price, I bet you they're listing them up here, so you can't buy both, you can only buy one. I guarantee you, for what you want that player, or what other players you want to buy with him, you can't get it. Also, keep your players at least till the first weekend of Foot Champs. Sell them, then the prices will skyrocket. I guarantee you that much for sure. Right, also, I'm just looking at my notes over here. That's pretty much all I wanted to cover with you guys, but I will cover one more thing. Enjoy this game as well. It is meant to be fun. It's meant to be a game. Yes, everyone logs onto the game to win a game. You don't just turn on FIFA and think, you know what, I'm going to be happy with a draw today or a loss. You do log on to win, and it can be toxic. It can be very competitive, and the amount of controllers I have broken in this game for frustration as well is phenomenal as well. But just enjoy it. I'll see you also in a couple of weeks when EA Access come, well, a couple of days more than anything. Now I think it's 6 days, but it's 5 days when this video actually probably drops, for EA Access, and I'll bring you some squad battles and menu talk throughs and stuff like that. But I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope you can relate to it as well. But you take care out there, and I'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye.